obviously Evans world class, and he's, the timing wasn't good. I think I mentioned that on Monday from his injury point of view, and the reason I say that is because we're heading into a big long month, and for me he's been playing some of his best rugby I've seen him play in the Stormers jersey. So it's a big loss for us, but thankfully it's only a 4-week injury. And certainly from a contesting point of view, he was outstanding. He won 2 lineouts at the end there against the Jaguars, but we've got Reynard Elstead, who's an experienced campaigner. And you think about it, when was it 2010, 2011? He was nearly a Springbok playing at 4. So again, that's why I say I'm really excited about the makeup of the side. He brings a lot of mobility to our side in terms of Reynard, and he's going to have a huge impact from the bench. And certainly JD Schickerling has been impressive as a young 20-year-old. So look, he's playing at 4 and it's different to him, but he's his quality at the lineouts, and he's learning quickly. He had an exceptionally good game against the Jaguars where he was asked to run the lineout. So from a contesting point of view, it should be pretty easy for him. Yes, obviously he's been out for quite some time, and we've had to hold him back a little bit. He's coming off quite a big injury that he incurred in Japan, so it's fantastic to have him back. He's been back with us for 2 weeks, and he just his influence on the training paddock. You can see immediately the influence he has on the youngsters in terms of the way he thinks about the game, his physicality, all those attributes that he's got. We've probably been missing a little bit, and he brings a wealth of experience. He certainly was a world-class player at the World Cup, and but I've got a responsibility to bring him back easily and manage him. I don't want to just throw him into the deep end, and so his role will be coming off the bench, and we'll manage his game time certainly to that. Eventually he can get back to that world-class status that he ended off in last season. He had a syndesmosis injury that he had that happened in Japan, so he had to have an operation, which is an ankle injury. Well, I think that every week we speak about how we just concentrate on what we've got to do, and then if we lose focus on that and think about the other things, then then we're going to face trouble. So for us, everything is about us and improving our game, and certainly there was some positives in that Jaguars first half, and that's what we're building on. We had to sort of a few things in the second half, which we concentrate on this week. Sunwolves will certainly present different challenges. I think that they're good at taking side. They ask different questions. Their basics are very good. They played a high tempo, which the Jaguars did bring in that second half. So I think that we have been tested in that sort of area. There certainly won't be any complacency from our side. We know that they're desperate for a win, and they certainly are looking to come to South Africa for one of those wins. So, for us, it's just to keep building on what we've started. We won 4 out of 5, and we want to go, 5 out of 6. It's really important, for this next phase of the competition, these next 4 weeks, that we get off to a good start, especially after the bye. So, the team is really excited to get out there. We're playing with confidence at the moment, and the team's in a good space, and again, we're just excited to get out there and play in front of the home fans. The injuries that happened to Dylan Lades and Kirk Coleman, exactly the same injury that happened to Pollard, Andre Pollard. So no one was near them. It's a complete freak accident. They were running through a gap. The nearest player to them was 5-10 meters away, and apparently, according to the surgeon, that is the most common ACL injury, is when you sidestep and there's no one near you and it just completely ruptures. So these are complete freak injuries, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. Evans' injury was in a line-out session where he turned to lift another player, and he just felt like it was a golf ball that hit him at the back of the leg. So that's just a calf injury. But those 2 ACL injuries, and Jan de Klerk's injury for that matter, he broke his foot during captain's run, again, where it's all non-contact, running against no opposition. So there's not much we can do about those sort of injuries. This year, in our 5 games, we've only had 3 injuries in games, which is quite remarkable. And you think about it, it's Robert de Preer. I'm talking about in competition now. Robert de Preer with a freak MCL injury, got swung around. And the other 2 was Janne van Mark, was a neck injury and a tackle. And the third one was, I remember it this morning, but I'll get back to it.
So the gentleman's one as well?
Yeah, but he never missed a game. Yeah. No sleepless nights. Absolutely positive and excited. I think that it's a great opportunity for youngsters in our system to come through. And like I said, I look at this team and the feeling I get from it is very positive. The positive news is that some of the guys are still coming back from injuries, and which is great, especially with the latter side of the competition. But I've been around a long time as a player and as a coach, and injuries are part of the game. But certainly, I'm extremely excited about the prospect of the team going forward.